Karen Titus from Stamping on the Back Porch. And welcome to another Facebook Live. I look forward to having a bunch of your regular names on here. I love getting to know some of you, and welcome to anyone new who joins. You know, I have this thing where you have 24 hours to leave a comment about today's Facebook Live, and then I draw a name from that, and that person gets, usually it's whatever I made that day, but I'm making a bunch of things today. So it'll be a bunch of these, it'll be some assorted cards using thoughtful branches. So when you get on, please announce yourself so we can say hi. I've got Tim behind the camera, and he reads the comments. So today, as I mentioned, it's going to be all about the thoughtful branches. So this is a great bundle, and you only have 4 more days to get it. So
I can't see that at all.
Oh, well, you can't really see the thinlets anyway. But you only have 4 days to get it, and really my goal today is, if you have already bought this bundle, that you will get it out and use it, and if you haven't, that you will want to buy it. So that's simple enough. So we will get started. Let's turn on here. And before we started, I just wanted to point out, in case anyone hasn't seen, you know, if you don't have yet the little brush and the faux mat, this makes working with all these little thinlets and framelets so easy. So here I've just put this through the bundle, and all I do is I actually just hold it up in the here like that, and then it just becomes very easy to take off. I probably didn't do quite enough, but I absolutely love this. Why does nothing work when you're being filmed? Okay, I give up. I'll put it on here. Now, I keep these 2 things in an empty, large wooden box that our stamp sets come in. Oh, you're going to be really, really convinced that you need this, aren't you? But it really does come out very nicely. And then when I use it at events, I put it in a small cake pan, so it just keeps the mess in here. Okay, so we're ready to start. I'm going to start with a very, very simple card. I've actually kept all the backgrounds really plain today because we're really looking at the different techniques. So this hydrangea is just gorgeous. We're going to start with the different thinlets. And here I've just stamped it. And then to add it to my card, I've done another one with the same solid color background. And you can see by just offsetting it a little, it just gives a really pretty little look. So that's our very basic card. I'm just asking Tim if anyone's on here yet. It feels lonely until I get people on. Then it just, then it's easier to perk up, you know?
It says you're live. We're building an audience for you.
Oh, okay. So we'll see how this audience builds. Okay, now we're going to take that idea and we're going to step it up. I think this is really a fun idea. You can see here I've layered the different pieces.
Lavanda.
Hi.
Is watching.
Hi, welcome. So now on this, I've stamped and cut out 3 times, and then I have gone through.
Sue Sturdivant, Debbie Bacon.
Hi, Sue. Oh, hi, Debbie.
Tallahassee is watching.
Tallahassee, wonderful. And I am not going to have you sit, of course, and watch me do all this, but you have the idea here. How cool is this? I'm just going to cut another layer out of this, and then the next one, even a smaller one. And you'll see I even cut out one little tiny one out of the little leftover pieces and just popped it on top.
Sherry Marquis Kennedy.
Hi, Sherry.
She just loves the hydrangeas.
Oh, thanks. Oh, I do too. Hydrangeas are great. I remember we had a hydrangea years ago that I just loved. That was a 2-step stamping too. So it kind of reminds me of that. I just think this one's really pretty. I don't know if anyone else remembers that. Leave me a message. And this is I added a little wink of Stella. I don't know if that'll show on the camera or not, but you can see we've gone then from just a basic single, well actually double, to building up a layer here. And now this next idea actually comes from Georgia Jaguar, and she has, on her blog at Stampin' Georgia, she actually has even a thing like this to show how you cut this apart to make the 3 pieces. So isn't that awesome? So I will just send you there if you're interested in that. But how cool is that? So this is just one of these cut into the 3, added to my card that way. Tomorrow on my blog, I will have pictures of all of these different projects, so you can go there. Remember, I was actually going to count them and label them. I know there's at least 10, but I didn't, you know, that was way too much work. Hi, Devonia. That's what I would call you. Thanks. Now, I love this next card. I said this is just really kind of poofy. And since it's poofy and I wouldn't send this in the mail anyway, I put this little leaf right up there. And with this one, I cut out 3 vellum pieces, all the same. And one is going to be the base, and then the other 2 are just going to crinkle up. So I'm crinkling up one, and then a little carefully pull it apart. And I'm going to take a little glue dot here and stick it on. Okay, so there's my first layer. And then I'm going to, I guess that would be second layer, wouldn't it? Here will be the little top layer. I'll crinkle this one up.
Diana Emmond.
Hi, Diana. Neighbor.
Love the flowers. Holly Duncan joined.
Hi, Holly.
Joanna again. Hello, y'all.
Okay, and then I'm going to add my little top one. I don't remember where I put that. But you see, I can go back and just kind of scrunch these things. Well, don't know where I put it. I guess not where anywhere it would stick, right? Okay. So then you can just go back and play with them and scrunch them all up. But how pretty is that? I think this would really be fun for wedding card, for package toppers. Is this a good place to see these?
Yeah, it is. And say just something about it's white on white, so it doesn't show up as well as if it was.
So let's here. If you see it, here, there it would be on a color if that shows. So it's just kind of very fun. Okay, does that make sense?
This way a little bit.
You know, white on white is just such a classy look. I find myself using that a lot, but I know it doesn't often show up on camera as well. But a very fun look. Now, you may have seen, there are a lot of
Debbie
cards.
Stairs, hello.
Hi, Debbie.
Christine Pearson, hi.
Hi. Hi.
Love the flowers, Eleanor Spencer. Love the vellum flowers.
Hi, Ellie.
And Karen Adams, Rosenquist. Have this set, love getting it, getting ideas. Sherry Sherry Kennedy again, nice. Holly Duncan. Love the
Thanks,
layered
everyone.
flower.
Oh, I'm appreciating all the participation. It's wonderful. You know, I go back after this is over and I write a comment to everyone, and I just feel very grateful when I'm doing that for everyone that participates. So maybe you've seen it. This has been done in a lot of different things, like pumpkins that are just great. A lot of cute cards, Cinderella's pumpkin carriage, all that kind of stuff. Well, I looked at this idea after I made this flower and thought it made me think of an apple. So here's my very, very simple apple for the teacher card or for anything else. But you can see it's the very same way as that I did this. This time I just used 2. It was the little thicker, but I only used 2. And then the little leaves, again, are right from these thinlets, and I scored right down the middle, so I could do that. So this is no stamping, and neither is this card. These are just using the dies. So that's a fun idea. And then again, using dies, I was trying to think of what else you could make with it. So here's my take on a very abstract nest with a bird from that fun bird set, the framelets. So it's just silhouetted against the sky. And you can see this is just cut out from the same thinlet. So we're getting a lot of use out of this.
This is the center right in here.
Okay, here's the center. Okay, so here is another idea. This time I have taken, you can see the, well, let's see here, let's move this over. So here was my thing, and I just put a heart out of it. And then I just went through and cleaned up some of the edges. So the things I didn't want, I just cut through some different things to leave the edges the way I wanted it. And put it on some different layers of the hearts from the Sweet and Sassy. But again, that could be a pretty Valentine's card, wedding card, anything. So you can take this and cut out any shape. You can move it.
Closer at an angle so you can see the depth.
Oh, okay. There. You see the depths. Because then I have them on dimensionals, or as Tim calls them, lifters. I have them on lifters, so they can be popped up like that.
I'm going to coin that term.
Yeah. Yeah. I said keep that term. It makes sense. I like it.
Lifters.
Tim joined my last class, which he doesn't usually do. He's only made probably 2 cards in his life.
3.
Okay, 3. But he made a card for his niece. Wasn't that fun? He came and sat down with us and said, okay, so what birthday card can I make? So that's where we were all. So someday I'm going to have him teach a class here. So.
Good.
Okay, and one other quick thing while we're still on the Thinlets. This time we are on, I just have a white one and a brown one. And this is just showing a really quick way to get the look of snow. So here we have snow on the ground and a blue sky. And you will notice if I just move this, sure you will, see if I can do this sideways. And I'm trying to figure out here. Oh, I think you'll get the idea here. If I move this just right, it's going to look like, so you can do better when you do, but do you have the idea of these snow-topped trees? So.
I'm supposed to be reading these.
Oh, we're reading lots more comments. Oh, wonderful.
Shirley F. Thanks for sharing a beautiful idea. And Debbie Kerr, simple yet amazing. Thanks. Lee Reed, hi, it's almost Friday.
Yes, it is. Okay, and now we're going to actually get to stamping some of the things. So far I've been showing mostly things with the Thinlets, but okay. Now when you're stamping with photopolymer, you're going to want to use a pad like this because you don't have the same kind of cushioning. So this is the first card we're making, and this is the tree, but just notice how it's very smudged around. I think even a forest of trees like that would be really pretty. So this technique, I've already stamped, and I used Memento, but the Black Archival would also be good. And now I'm using the Cool Cucumber Crush. I always want to say Cool Cucumber, because that would work too. So I'm going to tap 3 times. And see if I can line this up. Well, on the video we'll see. Oh, not exactly, but hey, I always tell people when that happens, we're into Impressionism anyway, not realism. Now I'm just going to go over this with my blender pen. And I think, doesn't that make a fun, soft look? Just kind of smears it all off. And just a fun way to get a little smudgy extra color, if that makes sense. And that would be fun to decorate. Now I could put the little baubles on if I made it into a Christmas look or something. So that's a really quick look.
Kimberly Sims has arrived late, but what she's seen is absolutely gorgeous.
Great. And remember, tomorrow I will put photos of all these on my website so you can see the 10 different ideas. And my website is stampingonthebackporch.com or KarenTitus.com. They both get you to the same place. That's also where if you decide to buy something from me, you would see on the side, shop here. You can go there and the host code is right there.
Leah says simple, but there's a wow factor.
Yeah, it is very simple. But I think, yeah, as a base, yeah, thanks. You could do a lot with that. And I just think as a sympathy card or when you're in a hurry and just want a quick little card.
Pam wants to know what the name of the tree stamp is.
This is all Thoughtful Branches. It's $52 for the Thinlets and the stamp set. And they're only available through the end of the month. So it's only 4 more days. And so, by the way, thanks. I'll just take that as a plug. If you choose to buy this from my store or anything else for $40, you get my card kit free for the month. And this month it is about this set. One of the cards that you get is the explosion card that I did a few times ago. And then there you get another completed card and 3 card kits to put together, all with PDFs. And none of them are these cards. So I always just show different things. I don't show the other 4 things. So if you have any questions, just message me. So
Carolyn Chatterson from Michigan says, I'm late, so I'm glad. I can't believe that I'm on in my area. She's from Michigan.
Oh,
Rachel
good.
Sparks.
Welcome.
Hi from
Hi,
Albuquerque.
Rachel. Yes.
I'll have to catch up on what I missed a little bit later. And Pam Priest is, how do I order from you?
Oh, nice question. Do you guys think I planted these? I didn't. Just go to KarenTitus.com and you'll see in the right-hand side, shop now. And there's a little host code right above that, which is also great if you use. But you can also message me and just ask and I can let you know. So now on to another stamping. Now we're going to do a fun autumn card with this. So the easiest way to do this, now this is the same stamp that I've used, of course, for all of these with a little tone on tone. So now this is the same one that we're now using with the autumn tree. So for this, I already did the tree trunk and then the first layer, and this is in Delightful Dijon. And now I'm going to add a garden green layer. Now I stamped this so it would be right in the middle. So now this time, see, I'm already getting smudges, but you know, hey, it's handmade. So now I'm going to take it just a little bit to the right to get a fun look, and there's my green. And now I will clean that off. And now I'm taking Rich Razzleberry.
That was more than 3 times.
Oh, Tim's even counting. Okay. And then I'm going a little bit off to the left. That might have been a little bit far off, but do you see how that makes this tree? And if I were making a bunch of these cards, of course, you would go through and do all of one color and then all of the next. But doesn't that give you a fun autumn look, which will be coming upon us soon? Okay, next. Oh, only 2 more left. Okay, next we're going to do one of my favorite little techniques, which is called thumping. So this is really a quick and easy way to get a variegated color. You can see I'm thinking autumn now, but this set really is perfect for that. So for this, you know, and the third one is popped up because this again is another one of the little thinlets. So that's popped up with a little bow and a little riser. And there we've got that. So for thumping, so Tim, is this still a good angle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It is.
So for thumping, you start with the lightest color we're using. So I'm using Delightful Dijon. I use the same 2 colors that I used before. Well, yeah, and I'm doing it too much. And see, I'm even getting ink on the side. So, and then I'm going to take this and just kind of whatever. I'm just going to hold this around and just thump away. That's where the term comes from. Teach this to kids. They just love it. And it's just, it is a really cool way to add. And I could add as many colors, of course, as I wanted. The reason I did the light color on the base is to fill in any parts that wouldn't get filled. And if you're worried about getting any ink on your thing, I should have shown this first, but if I was worried about that, I would just do a little clean sweep after I've thumped to clean that off. And then I'm just going to blow on it. And look how cool that is. Now in this one, I'm going to blow again, and I'm going to not even do a second one. Because of course now I would clean this in between. So that's the thing, but look how cute that is. Because see, that works too. And then I'll put that on top and I'll have a second little thing. So the highly technical thing of thumping.
So Joyce that says, I love your live broadcast.
Thank you. Oh, this is so much fun. I thought maybe trying to come up with 10 projects was going to be a bit much, but it's working. So thanks a lot. And so my last one, there's these adorable little birds in these little birds that have the little thinlets, of course, with them too. And we've been having so much fun. We have a bird feeder in our backyard, and our 4-year-old grandson feels like it's his job to keep it filled. So the minute he comes over, he and Grandpa Tim go out and fill the bird feeder, which is very fun. They've had a big fight with the squirrels, but we finally won. But there are always all these birds lined up on the telephone wire out there too, so that gave me the idea for this card.
Lee says cute. Pam says, looking on your website, where do I go to shop?
Oh, do you see on the right-hand side where it says shop 24/7? Just click right there.
And Deborah
And you can
Woodley,
email me or call me or message me right after this if you have some questions too. So that'd be fabulous.
Deborah Woodby. Hi, Karen.
Hi, Deborah.
Glad that you set as much as you set as much as I do. Thanks for sharing all of these ideas. Carolyn Chatterson.
Hi, Carolyn.
Really do give so much inspiration and knowledge that you share. Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, I love hearing I've inspired you to do this because that is my number one thing. I love sharing and getting us all working on this.
And Sherry Kennedy says so many great ideas. Thanks for sharing.
Great. So here's my party time card, and I thought this would be a great invitation, or it'd be a great, have a great birthday card from a bunch of people, like from the office or anything else, or whenever there's a group, there's a party. So there's my first card. Oh, and I love this party time. This is actually from the, what is it? Oh, My Happy Day, the new card kit on page 6 and 7. I haven't even put together the cards in the card kit yet, but I've been using the stamps that come with it a lot because I love them. I use them on the next one here too. Here's a little, this is from the same word, miss you. So now we've got the little lonely bird. Or a fun congratulations card. Someone got engaged. That'd be a fun one, or just a friend-to-friend thank you card. So just some last ideas with the fun little birds. And of course these little birds are fun to put with the trees and everything. But
Pam figured it out.
oh, good. Good. Oh, you're good at multitasking. You've got a couple windows open and the whole bit, so good for you. So if Tim backs this up once, you can see my
Dan Weaver,
amazingly...
can't wait to get the bundle.
Come look at my amazingly cluttered table here. Is that just... Does your table look like this when you start working? Now, here's the really terrible thing. This isn't, of course, my main table. My other table looks 10 times worse in the other room, but we are now in the living room. This kind of has taken over our house, but it's all good. And, of course, remember, this is one of the cards you get in the mail from me. If you choose to buy from my stamp set, but whatever, from my website, but whatever, I hope this has really inspired you today. Thank you so much for watching. Next week, we'll be doing something else. So I'm doing this every Thursday, and I want to thank Tim for giving me so much help. So thanks for everyone. Bye.